Gamers. It's your boy, Fallen Angel, aka Dom Rogan, aka Greg Blackson. You know we gotta discuss Volkanovski versus Ilya Topuria. Everybody been asking me. I'm here for it. So, here's how I feel. And shout out to Google, first of all, because I had to find a picture. That ain't them UFC pictures. They be bullshit. Shout out to whoever used to do the Pride FC posters. Best posters of all. But this fight is very confusing why people feel like Topuria will win. I don't see him winning. Because he got power. Because he can box. I go by strength of schedule and opposition, mindset, psychology, many things. So when I look at this guy, Topuria, do I think he's a good fighter? Yes. Do I think Volkanovski is a good fighter? No. I believe he's a great one. Does that mean Topuria is not great or cannot be great? No, it doesn't. But when I look at things, he beats the law. This is a guy average at everything, up and down in the UFC, passive to anybody who's aggressive to him. He beat Damon Jackson. Striking is probably his worst attribute. I expected him to beat both these people. Ryan Hall. Shout out to Ryan, even though I don't hear from him no more. Like when he wanted me to be on his team and tough, but you know how the game goes. Great at leg locks, missing all other aspects of the game. Outside again, leg lock, that if he can avoid that, I expected him to beat him. Jai Herbert. Good technical striker. Not and everything else. Mixed results in the UFC. Never been known to have a good chin. And doesn't do well under pressure. And it ain't like that was just an easy fight for him. Who else? We got Bryce Mitchell. Good jiu-jitsu. Funky wrestling, I wouldn't say good. Not good at striking. I expected him to beat him. Then everybody's going to say, Dom Rogan, what about Josh Emmett? Tough, durable, very fast in straight lines. A good loopy right hand with a shitload of power. That fight went about how I expected it to go, and I made money off of that fight, actually. Now that I think about it, he just outboxed them. People, it kind of reminds me of Jeremy Stevens, who everybody felt was a great striker because he had heavy hands and 4-ounce gloves. And then he goes and loses a boxing match to, what's his name, Adrian Diaz, or whatever his damn name is. I can't even remember. Chris Diaz, whatever his name is. Nate Diaz's guy, Chris Avila. And he goes and loses to him in a boxing match because he's actually not good at boxing. Topuria can box. Emmett can't. So all he needed to do is avoid the loopy right hand and he would win, and he did. That's that. Then we have this man talking about 15-0 UFC champ on his bio. There's confidence and there's overconfidence. Making a documentary Road to the Championship. There's confidence and there's overconfidence. His girlfriend in on a conversation when no man should bring a woman to war, talking about what's going to happen to Volkanovski. There's confidence and there's overconfidence. Talking about when he's the UFC champ, he's not going to be fighting Yair or Holloway or Ortega or anybody else. Prima donna. And there's confidence and overconfidence, like he's calling his shots. Compared to Volkanovski, he's beat Darren Elkins. That's a grinder. That's a wrestler. That's somebody with durability and tenacity. He's seen all that. Chad Mendez, a wrestler, heavy hands, durability, strength. He's seen that. Aldo, one of the best to ever do it. Good jiu-jitsu, impenetrable takedown defense, explosive, fast, at all levels, unlike Topuria. He's done that. Ortega, tall, lanky, great jiu-jitsu, durable, good boxing. He's done that. Korean Zombie, tail end of the career, but durable, unorthodox, good power, good jiu-jitsu. Beat that. Yair, fast, long, unorthodox, attacks all angles. He beat that. Holloway 3 times, even though I think one of them he lost. Tall, durable, fast, adaptable, high fight IQ, unlimited cardio, good jiu-jitsu. He beat that. There is nothing that I see Topuria possessing that Volkanovski hasn't seen. But there's a lot that Volkanovski possesses that his opponents were. None of his opponents were that strong. None of his opponents had Volkanovski's level of wrestling. None of them had the fight IQ. None of them had the strength of schedule. None of them have the 5-round experience. None of them, minus Emmett, has the power. Who Emmett is the overall more power out of him and Volkanovski. None of them have the speed. Like, none of, outside of Emmett, the durability. It's if you do MMA math, which I don't like, it is too much not in Topuria's favor. And I feel like he's gotten a little bit ahead of himself. And if you do UFC math, almost everyone that talked about the fight after the fight with the fight coming up has lost. Go check the statistics on that. I'm going with Volkanovski all day. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about this fight. If you think I'm wrong, tell me why. I will get back to you and we could debate. Until then, you already know, follow me everywhere, like, subscribe, and I'm out.